Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages. Humbaba. Right, I was making a video there, and then like, what I normally do, rattle on and talk about another subject, like a veer off and then talk about another subject. And I thought, nah, I'm going to stop that video because it was rubbish. Well, it wasn't rubbish, but it was just because I was talking about 2 or 3 subjects in one video, and I should keep it to one specific product or program or film, talk about that and then just finish. So, this video, right, is going to be about the comedy TV series Blackadder with Ron Atkinson playing Edmund Blackadder, Sir Tony Robertson that plays Baldrick, and Tim something, I can't pronounce his second name, but Tim that plays Lord Percy, Stephen Fry that plays, he plays like the captain or like the big boss on the third one, and he plays Meldridge on the second series, but he's not in the first series. Like, the first series was a little bit of a flop. They didn't think it would. It didn't do as well, but it done just enough that they got a second series, and then they properly made it like a sitcom in a studio and stuff like that. But the first series was all outdoors and in a castle and stuff like that. That wasn't as good because Ron Atkinson's character Edmund Blackadder in the first series was a bit of a dimwit, a bit of a silly buffoon, if you will, and Baldrick's actual character was a bit more intelligent then, because Blackadder was a bit beneath him then. But then when they found it out and got the scripts right for the second series, Baldrick was the silly one who was Blackadder's like servant, but then he becomes his dog's body slash servant, and the last one, the fourth one, Blackadder goes forth, which is set in the army time. But as I said in the video that I've deleted, because I'm making this video just about Blackadder, that actually the very first series is where Baldrick's character is more intelligent than Edmund Blackadder, and Edmund Blackadder's got a father and a brother in that series, and it's set like outside in the grounds of the big the big castle, and Brian Blessed is actually his actual father character in the program. But as I said, that didn't do as well as they hoped, but done just good enough to commission a second series. And Hugh Laurie and Stephen Fry are in that one, and then the woman that plays the Queen, but I can't remember her name, but she's got ginger hair, and then the woman that plays Percy, but I think she's no longer around in real life, RIP if she is. But anyhow, she plays a silly person. Like, and she always sits beside the Queen all the time. But anyhow, as I was saying in the video that I've deleted, because I wanted to make this video more about Blackadder, because in the previous video I waffled on, went down 2 alleys and started talking about milkshake, and then I talked about Blackadder. But what I'm going to do is, since I'm not going to go to my cousin's house and watch the wrestling anymore tonight, which I'm quite disappointed about because I was really looking forward to it, but I'm not going anymore. I'm going to go up, look for the episode on series 2 called The Chain, where Hugh Laurie's character plays a German, and he pronounces bye like this. He goes bye, because the Stephen Fry and Ron Atkinson's character, Edmund Blackadder, and Melchard. I don't know if I'm really pronouncing it right, but he's a guy that's just like a I don't know if he's a servant to the Queen or something, but he's always like standing on the left, right hand side of the Queen. And anyhow, I think he's maybe just maybe a bodyguard or something. I'll have to look it up and then tell you the next video or another video. Anyhow, so they two, right, go out in the doors where the Queen sits all the time, and they two guys come up to him and say, excuse me, Meister," but in a German accent, and then they like. For instance, Edmund Blackadder leans in to hear the secret, and the guy smacks him across the head. The other guy that's not got to tell him the secret, and that's how they get kidnapped. But Hugh Laurie's character comes in, and he's good at impressions. So he eventually keeps him hostage for ages, chained up. And the Queen makes a ransom to the guy that's kept him hostage, and she's writing and reading what she's writing, and she says stuff and then she goes bye after it, and he's reading it to them about what the Queen's wrote to him, and he pronounces bye like bye. So I always say that to people when I'm leaving a room. Eric, bye, or just bye. But my cousins have put Eric on the Eric bye because he used to play for Man U. Centre back. Anyhow, that's neither here nor there. But anyhow, so I'm going to try and find that bit to record for my cousin, and I'll show him tomorrow. Because that's exactly how Hugh Laurie's character on the second series pronounces bye. Anyhow, I know what episode it is, and it's near the end of that episode. It's called Chains. Anyhow, as I was saying, that I tried to find on YouTube, but I couldn't, so I'm going to have to find on the DVD. Anyhow, on Blackadder Goes Forth, because they're round about the same era, Blackadder and the young ones, Ed Edmondson, and Rick Mayall. Rick Mayall plays Lord Flashheart on Blackadder Goes Forth, and Ed Edmondson plays a German, because obviously in real life he must have been so good at German in school. Or maybe studied it as a pastime, because maybe he has got German blood in him. Because his character on bottom, they said Eddie Hitler, any relation? Well, I have a mother, but he's good at speaking German in that, because in bottom, Rick Mayall's character has a German Air Force book, and it's got some fitness stuff in it, and they tried fitness, and it's all in German, and Ed Edmondson's character on the bottom speaks good German, so he speaks German on series 4 of Blackadder, and he's actually got a bit of hair there in that series, and the way he speaks German is so funny. He's brilliant, and so his character and Lord Flashheart meet up with each other, because Lord Flashheart's like a Royal Flying Corps instructor and a flyer of planes. So he's in the Fly Corps. And Rick Mayall's character on Blackadder all throughout series 1, 2, 3 and 4, because he plays a character on at least one episode on every series, Rick Mayall, and he steals every scene. Lord Flashheart, like on one of them, on the Blackadder Goes Forth, when he first comes into his the guy that teaches the guys how to fly planes, and just before he comes in, you can hear him shout, "Girls, look at my machinery," and they scream, and he comes through the door and he goes, "Ask Lord Flashheart why I'm not wearing any underwear," and everyone goes, "Why are you not wearing any underwear, Lord Flashheart?" And he goes, "There isn't a pair of pants that have belt will take the job on, and he does like a thrust with his hips because he's a womanizer and he loves double entendres and innuendos because his character is so over the top. I mean, his character, Lord Flashart, is just exactly like Rick Mail in real life, just so over the top and over dramatic. But anyhow, on the DVD box set of Blackadder comedy show in the 80s and some specials in the 90s, but anyhow, he gets interviewed and he's just talking, saying that Lord Flashart is just so sexy, just full of sex. Aye, like his character loves women and loves all that sort of sidey things, double entendres and innuendos. And oh, it's just absolutely brilliant. Every single person involved in Blackadder, to the writers, to the camera crew, to the props department, to makeup, every single person should get a Lifetime Achievement Award for that, because it's absolutely insanely good. Apart from Mr. Bean, Bottom, and Red Dwarf, it's my best ever programme that's ever been made since or before. The only ongoing programme that I really like that's still being made today is Emmerdale and Coronation Street. And I didn't like any other new programmes, but Blackadder, oh my god. Blackadder, Bottom, and Mr. Bean, and oh, what else did I say? Blackadder, Bottom, Blackadder, Bottom, and Mr. Bean are the 3 series that I could watch at least once or twice a week for the rest of my life with not even getting fed up of watching it. Because it's just absolutely masterful and masterpiece. Oh, another programme I could watch either once a week or once every 2 weeks for the rest of my life and not getting bored by it is An Idiot Abroad. Like, I can relate to Carl Pilkington's character. Anyhow, that's neither here nor there. But definitely, as soon as this game finishes, I'll go up the stairs, put on my portable DVD player, and try and find that bit on Series 2, episode called Chains by E. And I might actually, and from then until now, no, then until Match of the Day comes on, I will watch Series 1 Blackadder from the very start. I played back the part of Blackadder myself and Red Dwarf. But Red Dwarf and Blackadder are the 2 best TV programmes I liked growing up. I mean, I didn't watch it. Well, no, I was too young, and then when Blackadder first came out, I wasn't even born. Or maybe I was, but I was just 1 year old then. I can't remember when it came out, but I think Red Dwarf came out in 1988, I think. But obviously I was far too young then. But I just remember one day it coming on BBC Two, and I watched a wee bit and I quite liked it. And then I got a DVD of this first series, and then I thought I'll collect the full series. I think I've still got the full series in my apartment room. But anyhow, I could do a video about that one day, Red Dwarf, the comedy series. Because if I talk about a TV programme or a film, I'll just put it in my category called TV. And then if I talk about football, I'll put that in my FIFA and football playlist thing, and so on and so forth. But it's an absolute masterpiece, Blackadder and Red Dwarf and Bottom and Mr. Bean. So Blackadder, Bottom, Red Dwarf and Mr. Bean are the 4 programmes I could watch either once a week or once every 2 weeks for the rest of my life without getting bored yet. Definitely 100%. Most of the time, if I talk about something I'm so passionate about, or something that just interests me to high heaven, or I'm obsessed about in that particular moment, and I'm rambling on, and I don't mean the Led Zeppelin song of the same name, but anyhow, if I'm talking about it and I just zone myself out, I can talk for ages about a certain subject. crazy. And I can do that with Blackadder, Bottom, Mr. Bean, Red Dwarf, Football, Snooker, Food and Drink, Football, if I've already said that, but if I have the football, because I could talk about Everton or how bad I am at betting for quite a while. I could do a bit of wrestling as well, and I could, well, I don't know what else I could do. I could do a bit of my life, I suppose. So 10 things I could start talking about, zone myself out for anything around me, and then just chat about it for between 10 and half an hour. Aye, like solid, because I'm so passionate about it. Oh, that was it. Vinyl records, CDs and cassette tapes. Aye, so it's 11 things I can talk about, zone myself out for anything around me and talk about it for ages, because of nearly 16 minutes talking about Blackadder. But then I have said Blackadder, Bottom, Mr. Bean and Red Dwarf and In a Day Abroad. I'll have to watch it on a Day Abroad one day again. Plebs was alright the day, the couple of episodes that I watched to finish off the series. Tiny little bit disappointed that I've finished it now. I'll have to try and watch something sort of similar. I don't know, maybe one day I'll start watching In-Betweeners. Because it did say that if you like Plebs, you'd like In-Betweeners. And it's got that sort of sense of humour. But series 1, 2 and 3 is absolutely incredibly filthy. Especially that guy with the afro / dreadlocks. And then he gets killed in series, the end of series 3. But that's neither here nor there. Because I did speak about a video all on its own about that. Ah, God, what else? About Blackadder. Aye. Oh, Tony Robertson went on after that to do bit parts in other comedy series, but then he's more famous nowadays for doing the Time Team, where they go to places where they think or they've looked and they've noticed that there might be Roman buildings underground, so they investigate them, because he's the presenter and the overall person that just loves history. And he does history programs where he will walk a trail that's quite famous and then talk about that subject and then meet people that work and live in that area. Aye, so they're good, because he done a history program once about the Liverpool to Leeds Canal. That was phenomenal. You should watch that. If you really like history and you like Tony Robertson, Sir Tony Robertson, then you should. But he's called Sir Tony Robertson because his contribution to TV and charity work. And Rowan Atkinson went on to do Mr. Bean, but before, even before Blackadder, he done Not the 9 o'clock news. I've got that on vinyl record actually, but it's pathetic. Aye, the TV show's better, but I can't get into the vinyl records. I might just get to my father as a gift. Aye, don't know yet. Anyhow, but I've got something that I'm going to give him that I can't talk about. Anyhow, what else was I talking about? Aye, that was it, about what the actors from Blackadder went on to do afterwards. I don't know what the Queen done, the one that's like the Mad Queen, and I don't know what the woman done that always sat to the left there, but we'll forget about they two. Mr. Bean as well also done Mr. Bean's, like the Mr. Bean movie in 1997, and then done the Mr. Bean's Holiday in I think 2007 or 8 maybe? Aye. So he's done 2 Mr. Bean movies, and then Hugh Laurie, before Blackadder even, made 1 appearance or maybe 2 in The Young Ones as like Oxford or I think it was Cambridge students on that thing where college and universities going, University Challenge, that was it. Aye, they went on to that, and the young ones were one of the teams, and then the Cambridge Footlights or something like that were the team underneath. Aye, and it was Brown that episode, the young ones. Anyhow, so him and Stephen Fry went on to do a bit of Stephen and no Larry. Hugh Laurie and Fry comedy sketch show. Then they done like a drama slash comedy time period in like the 20s or 30s about H.D. Wild, Jeeves and Wooster. It was a book before, but it's a program just basically that Hugh Laurie's character is higher up than Stephen Fry's character, and Stephen Fry's character is Jives or Jeeves, but Jeeves, and Bertie Wooster is Hugh Laurie's character, Jives. Aye, at the bit on bottom, aye, with Rick Mail and Ed Edmondson, with Jives. Eddie, aye, because Jives, he pretends he's a servant. Aye, Ed Edmondson's character, Eddie, aye, is brilliant. If you like the young ones, that sort of slapstick doesn't make sense sort of comedy, you'll like Bottom. Aye, so watch that if you like that. And then I suppose you would maybe like Blackadder if you like comedy that's set in like if you like Plebs and you like sort of that sort of thing where it's a comedy set in the olden times, proper olden times, like Queen time or King George or whatever. Aye, you'll like that. It's because Blackadder's set in different periods. Aye, and Jeeves and Wooster is set. It's definitely either maybe. Well, between, I would say, 1909 or in the 1930s, because it's got all the like old cars with the wheel like at the side, and the bit that's no got a roof. Aye, and they're all wearing three-piece suits with the hats, like the Mafia computer game. Aye, like that period, and one of them always has a stick in their hand. Or some of them has a stick in their hand, but everyone's wearing, like that sort of period, or even like Peaky Blinders, like that sort of suit and hat, and that's the Jeeves and Wooster times, but there was a book before it. Might one day just try and find an audio version of that book. But they'll obviously adapt it for the TV show, and it's not quite like it. Like they'll just make it more adaptable for TV, but it's based on the W.H. Wells or something book. But I've got it the DVD box set. It's actually quite good, actually. But Stephen Fry's character, that's no, Jeeves and Wooster. Jeeves, he's the more intelligent one. For some reason, didn't understand it though, but he's the servant. It's really good. I think it used to come on ITV4 at 9 o'clock in the night. Fulham have just won 3-1, but I think I'll put that for a draw. Anyway, it's just finished. It's finished in there and then finished on my phone. So I'm going to go straight up the stairs now. But grab one of my J2O Emery cans out of the freezer, take up the stairs, try and find that bit on Blackadder where it says bye, and then relax and watch Blackadder until it's, well, in fact it's 10 o'clock already. God, it'll only be 15-20 minutes until match of the day comes on. So anyhow, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to check My glasses have got something on them. Right, so go up, look at series 2, episode called The Chain, to find Hugh Laurie's character's moment where he goes, bye, and record it so I can show my Kuzan tomorrow. Because I said I would. Right, and they are far too spicy, but them are absolutely incredibly stunning because they're so soft and fragrant. And them, they are the greatest Werther's original chocolate ever. And that was really, really nice, but just had a really weird aftertaste. Like a sort of very, very soft mint aftertaste, but I've just about finished it. So I'm going to go up the stairs and find that bit of Blackadder and then relax for the rest of the night. Bye! So that was my review about the TV comedy show that's set in different eras on each one of the series, because there's Blackadder 1, 2, Blackadder 3 and Blackadder 4. Blackadder 1's where they're in a castle and then outside like the grounds of the castle. Series 2 is when they make it more like a sitcom inside like a castle because there's a queen in it. The third one is where Hugh Laurie's character plays the Mad King George. And then the fourth one is the army one, like World War II. Aye, where they go over the top. Aye, right, anyhow. Bye!